Good morning. It's Suze Casey, developer of the belief repatterning technique, and today we are looking at moving from feeling hazy to clear-headed. Could we all use some of that these days? You bet. Now, you may have been on early and noticed that I said we are going to be moving from hazy to in focus. But then I looked at today's intention that we posted ages ago. I wrote them, oh man, my goodness, let me think. Probably 8 years ago, I wrote the ones that we post every day on the Belief Repatterning website, or not website, Facebook page. And yeah, clear headed. I could use some of that right now. Yeah, we're going to talk today about a few things that you can absolutely do to get that clear head and to move away from hazy into being clear headed. Okay. But first, I want to look at what happened yesterday. Yesterday, that was the word that came up for how people were feeling. And I was like, let's not worry about that. Let's focus on this one. And this is not about being loving towards others, although that helps. This was about being loving towards yourself. And I would love to hear from you about how that worked, about how you transformed that old energy of being hard on yourself, beating up on yourself, and moved through it into being more loving. Now, this is not to say that you were being this 100% of the time, and that's not at all. No, you may have only been doing this 10% of the time, but now you've moved it to only maybe 9% and 1% more loving. That would work, okay? It's not about perfection, it's about increasing the feelings that you desire. And so let's look at today's clear-headed. Now, initially, as I said, I had it going from hazy to in focus. And my process with this is I come into my office and I choose my own word for the day. And mine for today was growing. And so I, reflect on that. I meditate on it. I write in my journal about it. And then when I feel complete there, then I sit and I go, okay, what are people feeling right now that I could support them with? And the word I got was hazy. And I went, well, no kidding, hazy. You know, that's for sure a great description of what I've been observing. But let's not go into why we're hazy. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? There's lots going on. Our brains are working overtime. And I thought, okay, what would the feeling be? And I got to in focus and I was like, okay, well, it doesn't quite sit right, but that's as close as I can get. And I tested in, it was like, yep. And so I sat with that for a while and then I came online to get ready. And as I did, I looked at today's intention that was posted, to be published today, but it was posted, I don't know, a couple months ago, written a couple, 8 years ago, as I said. And today's focus on that is clear headed. So we're going to go with clear headed because it's evidence of me growing. How's that? So let's look at clear headed. On the one that I posted on the intention for the day, talks about clear headed as what am I feeding myself? What am I drinking? What am I doing that helps my brain be clear headed? And so this is a wonderful opportunity for you to up the way that you are supporting your mind in being clear headed. I mean, it's really easy for us to go, oh man, I'm so hazy, I'm so foggy. And the challenge is when you're in that place, you cannot always think of the things that are going to help you. So you want to be proactive about it. Marnie's just mentioned physical activity. Absolutely. That helps with the self love. That also helps with the haziness, doesn't it? Because we oxygenate. Your brain needs oxygenation. So make sure that you're moving frequently. Many of us are spending a lot more screen time, like a lot more screen time. And that means we're sitting. And that requires then our body to have more movement. So even if while you're sitting, you march your feet up and down or you twist your body a bit, that's helpful, okay? You can feel the energy move in your body when you do that. Just try it with me. Just march your feet a little bit, move your shoulders, rotate them around, okay? Super helpful, and you can feel the energy moving. That's going to help your head get clearer. Now, just that's not going to be enough physical movement. You are going to need to maybe head up and down the stairs a few times or hop on that elliptical that's been sitting there, or get yourself out for a walk, or have a dance party. Phil and I have been having dance parties. They're great fun. Just pick a song or two that we really like, crank it up, and just dance and have fun. That's going to oxygenate your brain and help you be more clear-headed. Now, the other thing that you can do, super easy, is just be very conscious of what you are consuming. I know there's a little bit of a temptation, or maybe a lot of a temptation, to move towards, oh, this is kind of like holiday time, and maybe we should have some chips, maybe we should have, I would be very conscious of the carbs right now that you're eating, because they create fogginess in the brain, haziness in the brain. And so protein and vegetables and fruits, those are the kinds of things, and lots of water. So water, oxygen, good food, healthy food, and rest. Talking to a lot of people feeling like they're not sleeping very well. There's a lot of energy going on, and so that's contributing to it as well. And so even if you can't sleep, you can close your eyes in a quiet, darkened space, maybe put on some gentle music or a meditation tape. There's lots of stuff that you can find on the internet for relaxation. That's going to help. All right, so let's create clear heads today, because when our heads are clear, you make better decisions. You are able to think through things more easily. And so a little repatterning. I don't like the haziness, or I'm really done with the haziness. Should we breathe in and let it go? This haziness doesn't feel like me. I would prefer to be clear-headed. I give myself permission to make choices today that help my mind be clear. I choose to have protein for breakfast instead of carbs. That will help my mind be clear today. That's for me. You can do whatever you want, okay? But it's got to work for you, okay? I choose to run up and down the stairs 3 or 4 times consciously to help my mind be clear-headed. See, when you make choices like this, you feel empowered. And when you feel empowered, your head clears. Now, when you're loving yourself as well, it's much easier to be clear-headed. Focus on what is important to you and create that. I am becoming more clear-headed. That feels like me, and I'm so grateful to myself. Nice work, Suze. My body, mind, and soul are working together so that my mind can be clear. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow with another intention setting. Today, just remember, you can keep reinforcing that loving yourself from yesterday, and move. Whenever you feel hazy, it's a reminder to just focus on being clear-headed. You can do this. You got it. Take care. Thanks for joining. If you've got any comments, I'd love you to post them. And if you feel like passing this along, please do. I think the world could use a lot more clear-headedness right now. Take care. Have a great day.